Hello, good to see you here. And today I'd like to talk about, is goal setting on your list of important things to do? Looking at my notes here because I want to make sure I get it right. And I have two sets of important points I want you to consider. Now, goal setting is something that I remember doing some of it in school, probably in high school. I remember doing it in college. I remember doing it, but it's not something that stuck. I don't know why, but as I'm in building my own business, I see what is important about it, so that you have, a better idea, a better vision, a better view of what it is that you want to do. And then the other part would be the planning. And I wasn't going to talk about that today because I think I might have just enough to not go over talking too much today. So I'm just going to talk about goals. And I have a definition for you, so I'm going to read it to you from my other screen here. There I go again. Let me introduce myself first to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting before I get into this. So my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, to use the power of social media, to be able to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, video marketing, lead generation, branding, as well as using updated, modern, and trending strategies and tips. Now, that is what I do. And I also have a free gift for you, and it will be on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section. And it has to do with the top two. I'm looking at my notes. The top two anti-selling social media post training, and it's really pretty awesome. I really liked this training, and so I hope that you will too. It is free, a free gift, and you can check it out. I will put the information, like I said, on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section. So now let me get to my definition here. And this is something that just caught my eye as I was doing some research. As I had a different, when I did goal setting maybe about a year ago, and I had a different way that I did it. But as I continue to learn and grow, and then I just want to share with you what I'm learning at the time and growing. And remember, I'm out there in the trenches like you guys. I'm building my business online, and I'm doing it step by step. I'm learning, I'm growing, and continuing to, as my mind continues to gather information, then I can turn around and share that information with you. So, goal setting is a process of identifying what you want to accomplish and creating a plan to achieve those desired results. So, and like I said, today I'm just going to talk about the goals. Um, Goals, a lot of people, I think, set goals, but may not achieve them. And it may be just something to do with the language that they're using. It's really important to, and I'll give you the steps of goal setting, the points that are important to be aware of. But also, it's important to know about the language that you're using when you're setting your goals, because maybe you're using what I would call negative language. It's not like you're trying to fail. It's not like you're trying to make it that way, but just sometimes we just don't know. And I do a lot of research. I I don't live on Google, but I am always on Google, you know, to find out whenever my mentor was talking about this the other day, and I do this as well, is when she you know, when people ask her a question and it's something that she's doesn't know or she's not sure about, then she usually says Google is her best friend, you know, or you know, and I use Google a lot as well because it helps me to find information that I can then learn myself and then share with those that I want to help, those people that have been out there like me, who have been struggling and going through all types of stress, pain, upset, and frustrations. But, you know, I just want to continue to try to build up and lift up those people and letting them know that, you know, if I can do this, anyone can do this. You just have to apply yourself. So let me get to, let's see here, let me get to my, because I don't know why I didn't just write it on one page. I've got part of my notes on the back of one page, and because I use the front and back of my paper, I just don't like you know, wasting. So anyway, let me get into these. These are things that you want to be aware of when you're writing your goals. It must be measurable, meaning, you know, you got to be able to um, say you're trying to cut back on drinking sodas. And you might say something, your measurable thing is maybe in how many cans of soda you want to decrease. If you're drinking like a soda, you know, several sodas a day, then you want to start with a number, and you want, which makes it measurable. I am going to, um, I'm trying to think how to say this, decrease my intake of soda by 1 can per day until, you know, you reach a certain point. You know, it just depends on, you know, what, because you want to stop drinking sodas, so you got to, you know, make it measurable. So you want to put a number on how many sodas, how many can you stop, you know, drinking, what can you do to, you know, what's your plan going to be, your, and that's where your plan comes in. But your goal is you want to stop drinking soda, and you want to start drinking things that are more healthy, you know. So it would be that would be something that would make it measurable. It's important that it's timely, so you can give yourself the time limit that you need, that you think you need. And, you know, goals can always be all, well, once you set a goal, you should leave it as it is. But if you need to alter it, then you can do that. But I try to, once I set my goal, I keep it there. Once you set it. So if you're like in the writing out phase and you're trying to figure that out, then okay, you can alter what you're doing, you know, as you continue to hone in on the goal that you really want. But once you hone in on it, then it's best to leave it and just follow and do what your plan is to get you to the point of not drinking sodas anymore. So timely, you could say you want this to be completed by a month from now, and you would put a date. And I don't know, you could put a time as well. By 12 midnight on August the 31st, or I don't even know if August has 31 days, but anyway, by the end of August, whatever that date is, just, you know, you could then, you know, that's timely. You put a time frame on it, a time stamp, and when you want to get this done by. And then, like I said, then your planning will take care of getting you there, getting you the results that you want. And then attainable. It's got to be something that you know that you can do, because if you set your goals too high, and it's not something that you can reach, then it just makes you feel bad about what it is that you're trying to do. And I won't say you, but some people will just drop off and just say, forget it, I can't do it. So you want to make it attainable. You want to make it something that you can reach, something that you can get to, something that's not going to be, something that you can't do. It's like when some people stop smoking, and one of my cohorts, we're basically members on, in a team that we're on, and we're also in a free group together. And she has stopped drinking soda, and I can't remember what else. I want to say smoking, but I might not be right about that. That's why I'm not going to use her name. But I know that she has done a lot of changes, and she set her goal, and then she, planned out what she was going to do, and she did it. And so that's what you want to do. You want to have your goals attainable so that you can actually reach them. The other thing is you need to be specific. So, like for me, one of my goals is to make sure that I am not distracted when I'm working. So then my goal might be to limit distractions when I am doing my live, say, okay? And then I would make it, all those things that I told you. I would give it a date and a time when I want to make sure that I have all this accomplished by, and what have you. And then, of course, then the plan is going to help me to get the results that I want. So what I've done is I set my cell phone on do not disturb, and I turn off the sound. And I also have a home phone, so I take that off the hook. And there are a few other things that I do, but it's something that I had to plan. I had to figure out how I was going to keep the distractions that would interrupt me in the middle of what I'm doing. And looks like I'm going a little bit slow, so let me pick up speed. Hopefully you guys are excuse me, understanding this. And I'm not seeing any questions. Remember, you can ask questions, you can put in your comments, be interactive with me. Even let me know where you're coming in from. If you're checking me out and listening to this, and hopefully you're getting some value from it. But let me get going. So, because I'm looking at the clock, I don't want to be disrespectful of your time. So being specific is really one of those things that you want to do. It's really important. And then I have relevant. It has to be relevant to what you want to accomplish, to what you want to do. And as you're, setting your goal, you want to make sure, like I said, that it is relevant to what you're doing. Like, you wouldn't want to have a goal that doesn't have anything to do with what you're trying to achieve. What good would that do? Nothing. So you want to make sure that it's relative to what you want to achieve. Like, I have an overarching goal that I want time freedom, and I want financial freedom. That's my overarching goal. And I have, ways that I'm going to plan to get there. But then I have smaller goals that I've broken down from that to get me to where I need to be. Because you want to be able to, like, there's no way that I'm going to tomorrow reach my goal of being time free and financially free. It doesn't happen overnight. It's one of those things that takes work. It takes learning, growing, and applying, and taking action, and continuing to expand my mind on what it is that I'm trying to do and what it is that I want to do. I don't like trying. I'm still working on getting that out of my vocabulary, but every now and then it still pops in there. But I'll get it out. It's a goal to get trying out. I don't want to be trying, shooting, um, um, maybe I mean, there are certain words that I just don't want. And can't is a really big one, because if you tell yourself you can't, then you can't. That's what your brain receives. So, okay, let me get off of that. Now, I have these words that I ran into when I was doing my research, and I just want to share them with you. And it has to do with language that you use when you're setting these goals. You want to set them from a positive language standpoint instead of a negative one. So you want to get rid of or not put into your goals words like need to or have to. You want to not put in, quit, because these all have negative connotations. So why put them in your goals, which is a positive thing, because you're going to reach this. There I go, that trying again. But you're going to reach your goal. You just have to plan and execute, taking that action and doing what it is that you need to do to get where you want to get. Should, never, soon. Soon is not timely. Soon is just a word that, could be thrown out there. But that, like, I want to learn to swim soon. No, that's not a goal. It's not a good goal because of that soon in there. It's important to use, like I said, positive language instead of language that could be iffy or language that could be negative. And basically, I think that is it, unless I see any questions. Just remember, you want to definitely be positive in what you're saying. You want to, set your goals, because goals are so very important. And you want to take time with them. You want to make sure that what you're writing down, and it's important. This is the other thing that I got from my mentor, Helen, one of my mentors, which is Helen. And don't tell me it just slipped out of my head. Anyway, I believe what I was going to say was that, it's important to be specific, because if you're not, then, it's not really setting you up for, success. And it's important to be able to be positive in your language, be specific, be all of the things that I mentioned earlier. And those are some of the things that she, repeats back to us. So I've heard it, several times from my mentor, Helen, from my other mentors in the organization that I'm in. That's a mentorship. And for me, an educational company. I've learned so much and grown so much. And I'm really happy with that. And I want to continue to do things that are uncomfortable, because that's kind of how we get moving. If you're comfortable, then you want to sit there and just kind of, sit in it. And that's what our brain does to us, because it doesn't want us to be uncomfortable. It's there to protect us. But we want to get moving. And so we have to know that we are going to be uncomfortable with things as we continue to learn and grow. So let me just go on and do some housekeeping things real quick. Still not seeing any comments or anything in the chat. And I'm sorry, I did go off on another tangent. But anyway, so housekeeping things. Remember to keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember, we're walking through the stuff that we're walking through, so do the best that you can to keep you, your family, your friends, and others safe. Remember, there are people out there that are isolated, and phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom might really brighten their day. And for us who pray, please continue to lift us and our world in prayer. We're all in this together. This is a worldwide thing that we're dealing with. And let's be kind and helpful to each other. Let's lift each other up instead of beating each other down. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless, God keep, and I will see you again tomorrow, and we'll tackle another topic. Talk soon. Bye.